patients.
All right, awesome.
Let me. All right, is everyone able to see it clearly?
Yep.
Okay, great. So thank you guys for all jumping on. I just wanted to go through some of the features of our back office and all of the different ways that you can look up your volume, see what's happening in your teams, check on your customers, just a lot of the stuff that's there to uncover. And we'll go through this pretty quickly. Is this being recorded? Okay, great. I just wanted to make sure so that people can always go back and take notes when they go through it. So of course, the very first thing when you log into your back office, when you click the sign in button from petclub247.com and log into your back office, of course, it shows you some very basic numbers, how many business partners you personally enrolled this month. The company refers to advocates and influencers as IBO, which just means independent business owner. So that's why you see that term there, IBO. So that includes all brand advocates and brand influencers. So you're able to just get a snapshot of how many you've personally enrolled, how many you enrolled in the last 30 days, the total number you've enrolled, the total number on your team. You can see the number of retail customers there, the customers you enrolled, the total on your team, the number of SmartShip customers you've personally enrolled as well, which is very important because that's how you create something substantial. And then, of course, you can see your total downline group volume this month. So this volume includes everything, all of the business builder packs, the alpha packs, and all of the customer volume and certification course volume. So everything, both bonus volume and commissionable volume, will show up in this field here, your total downline group volume, okay? That's all of the volume. This is the number that we use to hit the different positions of regional manager, regional vice president, or regional director, regional vice president, national vice president. It goes off of this number here. Now, right below that, we see our total downline premier group volume. So this is commissionable volume only. No bonus volume counts toward this. So none of your alpha packs, certification courses, or business builder packs, none of that volume counts toward your premier volume. It is solely your commissionable unilevel volume. And this is the volume that we use for the revenue share bonus. So when you do get that premier designation, you get a piece of the revenue share pool every single month. So that's why the premier volume is important, is solely for the premier designation. So you get a piece of the revenue share bonus every single month. Now, you can also see your replicated website here. Right below that is the Pet Health Webinar landing page. This is an important page because this is the Pet Health 101 video, but it's by itself. I don't know if anyone's ever sent you their website before and say, hey, go check out my website. And they just send you their website. And you might have all the best intentions in the world and you might really be interested in what they have, but it can be really overwhelming. You don't even really know where to start because there's so many buttons and videos and there's so much to do that it just feels like a lot. So you set it aside and you think, oh, I'll do this later. I'll do this when I have time. And then life happens and the time maybe never comes, or maybe it's a week or 2 or 3 later. So the Pet Health Webinar landing page is great because it's a nurtured experience. I recommend checking yours out. Click on that button from your back office. It has a little description, just a little bit of text, and then the Pet Health 101 video just by itself. So no distractions, very nurtured experience. They scroll down, they watch the video. Directly below the video, it says, visit the website, shop now, or Pet Club 24/7 rewards. And at the end of the video, I actually say, hey, if you'd like, you can click below, you can visit the website, you can shop now, or you can, to learn more about our rewards program and being a voice, try to say that 10 times fast, rewards program and being a voice, you can click the Pet Club 24/7 rewards button below. So it really narrows down their experience, helps them to focus so they don't feel overwhelmed. Once they have more information, they'll have a clearer idea of what they're interested in, and they can choose their own adventure, right? They can click on whatever they're interested in and do whatever they want to do. There's no going back and forth or anything. So that's very helpful. Now, we all also have a digital business card with the company, and that link is there as well. So it has your name, your phone number, your email, a little bio about you. You can even include a photo there. You can upload a photo. You can see right below it, it says click here to edit. So you can click that and display whatever you want on your digital business card. Below your contact information is the Pet Health 101 video. It's a replica of this Pet Health webinar landing page. So people a lot of times will ask me for my business card, and I will tell them, oh, it's digital. Do you want me to text it to you? They say, oh yeah, could you text it to me? So I have it saved in my notes. So I just go to my note, I copy it, and I go, or you can even do it from the app, right? You can copy the link from the app, and I send them to, I text them my digital business card. Now, this does two things. Number one, I'm now getting their contact information. I have their cell phone number. I'm not one to build my business off of hope. While I do have actual physical business cards that I use for a lot of different reasons, when I make genuine connections with people, I never give them that. I always text them because I don't want to give someone my card and hope that they call me, hope that they go to my website, hope that they email me, right? I want to stay connected with them. So I text it to them. I make sure, oh, did you get it? They're like, yeah. So now I know it was a real number that they gave me. And I save their contact information in my phone. So that way, if they text back, I know who they are and how I met them. And then when they click on that, now they're actually on your website. So yes, they're getting your contact information, but they're also on your website. So now they can look at your contact info. They can scroll down. I always tell them, hey, by the way, there's a Pet Health 101 video right below my contact information. That's really helpful information. I recommend checking it out if you have a chance. It's about 30 minutes. Now, what's funny is that people getting someone to watch a 2-minute, 3-minute, 5-minute video about a company is very, very hard to do. It's like pulling teeth. It's even hard sometimes to get someone to watch a 30-second video, right? But when it comes to pets, people will sit there for 30, 45 minutes. They'll watch the whole thing from beginning to end and be like, oh, it's over. Because it's something that they're interested in and they're sentimental about, something that's really important to them, especially if the information that they're getting is valuable. They'll sit through and they'll watch that entire thing. And then guess what they do? They think of people. My sister's dog is struggling. My brother might have this, or they'll start thinking of people that they know. Hey, my friend is a groomer. I'll bet they would be really interested in this. And guess what they do? They start sharing your link with other people. They share your digital business card or your pet health webinar landing page with other people and say, hey, I watched this webinar and I thought of you. It was really helpful. I think you should watch it too. And so it's a great way to get other people sharing your information through that digital business card. It's such a great tool that I think is totally underutilized by a lot of people. But I absolutely love it. I recommend familiarizing yourself with it. Again, just right below it, it says click here to edit, and that's where you can edit the information that displays so people can see what you want them to see. Now, if you scroll down a little bit more, you'll see that people can download the app for Apple. They can download it for Android, or the third option is a desktop version. So if you have any international IBOs who are not in United States, Australia, or Canada, then they're going to want to use this desktop version, and they'll still have access to all of the content that's available. They just click it. It's going to have them log in. It's the same login credentials as their back office, so they don't have to change it. So if you do change your back office password, it's going to change for the app as well. Just remember that. Or if you're having trouble logging into the app and you want to change your back office or your app password, you have to do it in your back office. They're connected, okay? The app just reads what's coming from your back office. So this desktop version, we also have people maybe that don't have room on their phone to download an app, or maybe they don't have a smartphone, they just have a flip phone or something that's convenient for them. This desktop version is a way for them to still have access to all that content and easily be able to share it through email, okay? Right below that, we have our launch video. It's about a 15-minute video. We want people to have access to the information that they need, regardless of who enrolled them. So a lot of times when you're brand new and you enroll someone, you might not know what those next steps are or how to get them started properly. So they can always watch the launch video right there from their back office. They can click in 2 different spots. And if they click on how to start earning right away, it will take them to our petsystemguide.com training site where there's a ton of information for them. We also have our resource library, which is another way for them to access the content that they need to build their business, so they can click to view the tools online. We also have our monthly bonus promotion. If you click that, that's where all the flyers are. So if you ever want to know what's this month's promotion, you can always access it there right below the resource library. And then they can also click to register for the pup rally, and that will take them directly to the shopping cart where they could read more information about the event and decide whether or not they want to come to it. So all of that is right available on the homepage of your back office. Now, here's all the special little tools that, especially if you're a builder, you will be using these tools a lot. I click on these things regularly, okay? So you can always see the Saturday training replay by clicking on that. It usually is posted the same day, but Sunday by the latest, you should be able to see the replay for that previous Saturday. If you want to share the information yourself, you can click on this and you'll have the pet health webinar slides that you can share. The business overview slides are there if you want to do your own presentation. The training slides are there if you want to go through them yourself or maybe go over them with your team, you can do that. The reward slides with the complete rewards program are available for you, again, to go over yourself or maybe if you want to go over it with your team. Extra marketing materials that you might want, canopies, banners, tablecloths, more styles of business cards and shirts and hats are all available if you click on marketing materials. When you enroll someone and you'd like to place them somewhere in your team, you could always use the brand advocate move form. Again, I always tell people, make sure you do not check the change the enrollment box unless you want to change the enrollment, because once you click that box, that gives the enrollment to somebody else. And remember, all of the bonuses roll up based off of enrollment. So make sure to be intentional with that. Do not check that box unless you do want to change the enroller. If you have a missing customer, if there's someone that you think signed up as a customer and maybe you don't see them in your report for some reason, you can always claim them using the missing customer form. Now, if we have this all the time where people, first it starts as a customer. They're a customer and they say, you know what? I absolutely love these products. I've already shared it with 5 different people. I've gotten you 5 different customers. Maybe I should be an advocate. Like maybe I should get my own website. So if you have a customer that wants to become an advocate, just have them go to your website, enroll either as a brand advocate or as a brand influencer. Of course, they're going to need a brand new username. And so they'll enroll. And then what we're going to do is take the customer account that they've already created, and we're just going to move it under their brand advocate account. And you could send that request to your leader, or you can even just use the missing customer form if you want to do that. The company does a really good job. They do check all of the new brand, because it happens so often that customers become brand advocates and influencers. It happens all the time. So they do check every time a new IBO signs up, they check and see if they have a customer account in the system, and they usually will move it for them just by default. But if you want to make sure that it's done and take matters into your own hands, you can have them use the missing customer form and just claim themselves as their own customer, and the company will clearly see what's happening. Now, if you have someone that's not sure if they want to become a brand advocate or an influencer, they're really unsure whether they want to buy a pack or not, they can always sign up as an advocate. I always encourage you, just get enrolled as an advocate now. Let's get this website set up so that you and other people that you know can start ordering the products and you can get the rewards for that. And then later on, if you decide, okay, I'm ready now, I want to level up and become an influencer, you could always do that later. So someone that is ready to level up can either click here where it says to become a brand influencer, and all the options will pop up for the packs that they can choose, or down here where it says if you're a brand advocate who would like to level up, click here. So they could also click there to purchase a business builder pack. So there are two different places that they can click when they're ready to level up. And then they just walk through like normal and buy the pack that they would like. We also have our frequently asked questions here, as well as our support. So if you need any help with anything, you can always click the support button. Now, we do have a special email that's only for IBOs that regular customers don't have access to. It's basupport@petclub247.com. I'm going to type it into the chat. I highly recommend using this. If any of you guys need help with anything, I recommend using that email there. It gets priority. So customer service addresses, the BA support emails have priority over all of the other emails and chats, just so you know. So I recommend doing that if you need help. Okay. Now, next are our commissions. People ask me a lot of times, well, how do I view my commissions? And it can be confusing because we get paid 5 times a month. We get our bonuses paid weekly. The week, you can see the weeks here, how they run. They run from Monday to Sunday. So Monday at 12:01 a.m. Pacific Standard Time to Sunday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time is how the week runs, okay? All of the bonuses that are accumulated through that week will get paid out to you the following week on either Tuesday or Wednesday. Now, if you want to see what bonuses, you can see what bonuses you've earned for that week. If you want to see a breakdown of those bonuses, you can always click where it says commission statement and it will show you a breakdown of the bonuses that you earned, okay? So sometimes people will say, well, how come I haven't made any money yet? And maybe they haven't received any bonuses, but they've gotten a few customers. So to be able to see that, they just click on the very top where it says the date to present. You click on that. That's actually a link. And when you click on it, it brings up a comprehensive report of all of the products that you've already sold. You can see the total amount. You can see your total commissions that are waiting for you. It shows you a breakdown of every single invoice. It breaks it down by product. So as you can see, all the products are lumped together. How much they purchased, what your commission is based off of what tier they're on in your team. So the exact dollar amount of what you're earning for that purchase is all available here. And it's really easy because over on the right, there's this filter box here. You can look up anything. You can filter out anything. So you can click in that filter. For example, you can put someone's name there. If Hernan was one of my customers and I wanted to see what Hernan ordered specifically, I could type in Hernan and I could see all of Hernan's purchases. Or I could type in an invoice number, right? A specific invoice that I want to see everything that was purchased in that invoice. So you see, I just type in that invoice number there and I can see everything Hernan ordered in that one order by product, how much he spent, and how much my commission will be for all of those purchases. So again, this is a really comprehensive report that's easy to break down. You can literally type anything you want in there. You can type in business builder and I can see how many business builder packs are in there. I could type in Enforce and see how many bottles of Enforce I sold. So it's really, really comprehensive and you can narrow it down to anything. Again, I just want to remind you, you just got to click on that date. All of these dates are clickable. You can click on anything that's blue. That's the way to remember. If it's blue, you can click it. Okay. Next, if you do have someone maybe that doesn't want to do direct deposit, maybe they, people just have different preferences. So if they do want to change from direct deposit to check, all they have to do, they click on commissions, they click pay commissions by, they click on this toggle here and they switch it to check and save the settings. And just so you know, once you switch it to check and you save the settings, there will be a little box right here that tells you the name and the address that it's going to be sent to. So if there is a problem with either the address that we're sending it to, or maybe the name's not displaying right, maybe they accidentally put a company name, but their bank account is in their personal name and it's displaying the company name, you want to make sure that you reach out to BA support at petclub247.com and make sure that the address and the name on the checks are correct. If you are using Wise, you also want to make sure that whatever name you signed up with is the name that you're enrolling in Wise with. We found out that that's creating some additional verification steps if the names don't match up, okay? So make sure you teach your team that. All right, next is the view by downline all. So I use this chart a lot. When you look at the genealogy table views, you can view by downline all. And this will show you everyone in your team, their rank, when they joined, their ID numbers, who enrolled them, if they have any personal billing volume this month, or if they have what their group and
We're losing you. Yep, she went. She went bye-bye. Kristen? Okay, let me shoot her a text. Let her know that she dropped off. Yeah. Okay, she'll be back on. She will be back on.
Brandon,
We're just
was the BAS support at petclub247.com? That was exactly to do what?
BA support at petclub247.com is your go-to for customer service. That's where you want to send your emails to for customer service. It gets priority over the other emails.
So do it more for the payment stuff then, like for the why?
Yeah, just yeah, for any issues that you have that you need support for, just send the email there.
Okay, because I have customer service at Pet Club. That's why I was clarifying.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back. Welcome back, Kristen.
Thank you. I came in at the end of that. Yes, customer service at petclub247.com you can use as well. And people can, and they will get back to you, but they created the new BA support email specifically for us, for the field, so that they can get to us and make sure that we're taken care of with our questions as well. Okay, can everyone see the screen share again?
Yep.
Okay, Hernan, what was the last thing that you heard? Do you remember? I don't know when it kicked me out.
No, you were just going over this right here, the downline all, how you go through this.
Great. So you can see all the information, whether they're Premier or not. There's even more information if you click that little blue plus area, little plus icon. If you click on that, there will be a drop down. So you'll see if they're a brand influencer, because it'll say brand influencer, and right next to that, it'll say brand influencer again. So that way you know whether they're just a regular advocate or they have the brand influencer designation. So all of that information is available there. You can use the filter bar in the same way. So if you're looking for a specific person, you can type their name in there. You can filter it, type in IBO, and it will show you only your IBOs, which I love to do that because it shows you what your team looks like. It shows you how many IBOs your people have enrolled, so you know how close they maybe are to regional manager or whatever position they're trying to hit. So this really helps you to narrow that down. You can type in, let's say you want to know, well, who are the regional managers in my team? You can type in regional manager and it will show you only the regional managers. So you can type in anything you want to see right there in that filter. If you want to see somebody else's downline and what their levels look like, you could either type in their ID up here, or you can search by their name, and then it will put them on the level 0 instead of you and show you what their organization looks like. So it allows you to see how many levels deep they are, what their volume is, if you're trying to help other people hit specific positions. So it kind of lets you look at as if it were their back office, if that makes sense. So it's a very, very helpful tool to use. Now we also have the one that I use to check where I am in levels is this was just an example of if you typed in IBO, you would see only the IBOs. The view by level. I absolutely love this view and I use it daily. I'm going in there. So what I do is I use the filter, I type in IBO, and I can see everybody on my level 1 that's an IBO. I can see what their individual group volume is and their individual premier group volume is. So this is how to tell where you are position-wise, or how close you are to the next position, because there's a max volume that can count per team. So again, if you want to know where you are in position or how close you are to the next position, click on genealogy table views, click on view by level, type IBO in the filter, and it will show you every leg that you have and what their group volume is and what their premier volume is, okay? That's a great way to access that. Now we also have our new members view. This is really important because, again, you can type in the filter IBO. You can see all the new IBOs that came into your team. You can type in retail customer. You can type in auto ship and it will show you all the auto ship. So this shows you all your new volume. And you can click on these date ranges. So if you want to say, okay, well, how many did I have in April? Maybe to do a review of April, you can always click on April and it will show you all of the new members that came in on April. It also shows you who enrolled them. So you know who to work with, what team they came under, so you know who their leader is and how to work with them, if that makes sense. So the new members view is a view that I use regularly. Now, a couple more things. The last are the report center. So this is also a tool that I use pretty regularly. All of these are reports that you can run, but if you just come in and click run report, it will show you a collective report of everything that's ever happened. But if you want something specific, you want to use the report filters. So you want to pick a date range or include, whatever you want. Now, the main report that I use is the downline sales data. I love running this report because it shows you the total volume of everything that's happened in your team, including invoice numbers for that specific month. So for example, if skip this slide. If you click on that date range there, and let's say you changed it to April, and then you go up here and you click downline sales data, you click run report. So again, change the date range to April, click run report. It will show you day by day all the orders that came in, the invoice numbers, the username, the enroller, the customer's name. You could even download a spreadsheet of it if you like to save that information and have files. You can click and download a spreadsheet. So you have all of the information available to you at any time. And then the last thing is, and when you pull up this report, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom of it, it will tell you the total for that month. But remember, this includes the platform fees and everything. So it's not just customer purchases, it's all the volume that came through your website. And then the last thing is editing your personal site. So sometimes people will ask, how do I change my username, or how do I change my website name? You're able to do that at any time. I do caution people, if you want to change your website name or your username, that's okay. But if you've already sent out your link to anybody, you want to make sure they know that you have a new link. Because if you change your username, it's going to change your website. So that old website won't be attached to you anymore. So make sure if you have someone in your team that changes their username, that they know to go in and reach out to anybody that they've already sent it to and let them know the website name has changed. So to do that, you just click on resources and then my personal site, and then it'll pop up and you just click on edit. And then you can change the name displaying on your site. We have some people that don't want their actual name to be showing on their website. So you can literally pick any name, a company name, whatever you want to be known as. That can be the name that displays on your website and in your shopping cart when people go there. You can pick your email that's displaying, your phone number that's displaying. You can remove that. If you don't want people to have your email or phone number, you can just leave those blank, and those fields will come in blank on the website and on your digital business card. You could even have your city and state. You don't have to. Since we are an international company, a lot of people just leave that field blank. In your digital business card, there's a little section for a bio. There's a default that will automatically be put there if you don't put anything. But if you want to share your own story, like after I was dealing with, or my pup was dealing with this and these products really changed them, and that's why I've decided to be a voice, you could put whatever you want there in your comment or your quote. And then at the bottom, you can upload a photo of yourself or maybe a picture of you with your pet, which is always cute. People love that. Or maybe if you don't want to show yourself, you could just put a picture of your pet. We have some people that even do that. And then again, at the very bottom is where they can change their username. So they just enter in the new username that they want to use, click Save Site Info, and it will now save that new username. Now, what I like to do personally, because I like to be safe, is when someone changes their username, I immediately go back into their back office and I make sure that the new username is showing as their URLs. And I click on it and make sure that it goes to them. Just because glitches can happen, people can think it's saved. Maybe the username was already taken, so we thought we were getting a username, but it didn't actually take, whatever it may be. I just like to double check and make sure that it's showing in their back office, and when we click on it, it's going to their website, just to be safe. Now, when I also like to copy and paste these URLs. I don't like to just tell people what it is. I like to send them the exact URL that they can just click on and use, whether it's through email or text or Facebook message, whatever it might be. That's just something that I personally do to make sure that they're going to my website, or you can send it directly from your app. You can click on your website links. You can send them your shop link. You can send them the Pet Health Webinar landing page, your digital business card, your website. There are a lot of different options of the different links that you can send through the app. So that it pretty much was a quick walkthrough of the back office and a lot of the different features that are available. I hope that was helpful for you. And I don't know, Hernan, if you wanted to open it up to questions or